So part two, I want to talk about Big Pharma. Since I was a teenager, I have been such a rebel. It was to my detriment in a lot of ways, but um, ultimately, I still stand by all the things that my rebellious teenage self was angry at the world about. um, Including the way Big Pharma operates and what a kind of lottery it is to find a proper medicine, a medication that works for you. And above all, the ignorance that erases lineages of wisdom from around the world that have been sustaining themselves based on this ancient wisdom around health and wellness, whether you want to talk about Ayurveda from India, Chinese medicine, Tibetan medicine, African herbal medicine. Every single culture has such a wealth of ways to stay well. And I think the biggest disservice that Big Pharma has done to our culture is not just providing these pills that may not help and may not be sustainable, but just in the ignoring process of all the other options that exist out there. Like, we don't get redirected to look into alternative options. We don't even get informed that there is ancient wisdom available to us to be well in our modern day. So that's my rant. And going into my personal share, because I know for a fact that this will help someone, so I am going to be vulnerable. I am on an SSRI. It's called sertraline. It's 50 milligrams. It's a very low dose. It is not working for me. I get seasonal depression. I am very sensitive. I do a lot of work to try to maintain my mood. And this pill is not doing the trick for me. It is not giving me the mental stability that I desire. And then gabapentin is another one. Let me just grab it, actually. Yeah, so I have sertraline, gabapentin. Okay. So this is for anxiety, this is for depression. This is an as needed, and this slowly builds up in your system, so you have to take it consistently for a month or two. And the side effects that I get from these things just aren't cutting it for me. And I'm done. I'm done putting Big Pharma in my body. I am done. It's not worth it. I even found a psychiatrist that I really liked, who's really kind of like next generation, open-minded. He researched ancestral trauma when I brought it up. And it doesn't matter if the psychiatrist is nice. Like, I'm taking a very strong stance. I don't believe in Big Pharma. I do believe in natural healing methods, because our ancestors didn't have any of this, and they made it until now. Everyone who's watching this video had ancestors that had enough health and wellness knowledge to get you to this point. So to me, it seems absurd to think that we wouldn't be able to move forward without Big Pharma, without relying on medication. If someone's struggling with mental health problems, I promise there are natural ways that aren't made up. We've been gaslit. So that's my rant. Now, I want to talk about what I'm replacing my medication with, because it would be foolish to just go off and be like, I don't need anything and everything's fine because I have like a crystal. Like, I'm not taking that route either. I'm not trying to spiritually bypass. I'm really trying to get my body to move in sync with our ancestors and to harness that wisdom that is locked inside of all of our DNA, waiting to come out, waiting to serve, waiting to help people. So really it's my love or my passion to like operate from a place of love for this earth, this body, and our species, that I am making these shifts. I'm doing it for you. Wow, I'm talking a lot in between these things. So I'm replacing gabapentin with this brand, Global Healing Kava, okay? Kava is a traditional, it comes from a bush, and I think it's from Polynesia. They do kava ceremonies, and kava is an anti-anxiety mood booster that relaxes your body and reduces stress. It can help with sleep. It can help with anxiety. So I am making a conscious choice to put this plant inside of my body. It has no known side effects. You just take the right dose. Taking the right dose for your body is always crucial. So I'm just doing this. Fuck gabapentin. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want the side effects anymore. It's not worth it. And for the sertraline, a lot of the symptoms that I struggle with are really just hormonal. Like, it's like 2 weeks out of the month, I get really bad PMS. I also get seasonal depression. So it's all about like cycles for me. My moods are affected by cycles. So I actually got evening primrose oil, and this is said to really help balance out hormones. And I'm gonna start taking this before I go to bed every night. And yeah, hopefully it helps kind of with that mood stabilization over time. And I'm aware that consistently taking these supplements is key. Just like any health and wellness routine, it takes time for our bodies to adjust. So that's what I'm doing. And then I also want to share that I chose to invest in a Berkey water filter because I have found that my life is deeply impacted by the quality of the water that I'm drinking. So I have my little Berkey here. I have a little flower of life, sacred geometry that I colored in and put on top here. And yeah, I just am working on really staying hydrated, and not neglecting that hydration, because that helps with mood boosting and energy levels and all of that. I also got elderberry wild crafted sea moss. So this is infused with elderberry, great antioxidant. And then the sea moss gel is just going to provide a lot of minerals and nutrients to help, hopefully, my mood, my skin, my energy. And that's pretty much what's going on with me. In the mornings, I'm gonna have like more smoothies for breakfast, and then I'm working on incorporating more fermented foods. So something like this, ginger, carrot, wild fermented. It's basically like, yeah, it's just fermented veggies and roots. Really great for digestion, great for the gut. So something like this with like hard-boiled egg, maybe a piece of avocado toast. I also don't eat gluten, or try not to, because I don't feel the best when I eat bread, is gonna boost my gut health. And listen, I'll go over more supplements and teas and different things that I'm doing, or that I'm gonna be taking to really work through these symptoms that I'm getting without Big Pharma. But I just wanted to share in case anybody out there is struggling with their mood, knowing that it is really a lot. Sometimes it's really just physiological changes that need to be made, and having the information available to us about what our ancestors did for mental, physical well-being and mental resilience is so important. And I'm also sharing this for the sake of my own accountability, because guys, I have let myself get gaslit by these industries, right? So if I'm trying like a alternative healing modality or something, and I feel like I'm not getting better, it's not working, I'm still tired, or I'm still having mood swings, it's very easy to go back to your friends and your families and your communities, or whoever's in your life who doesn't believe in those things, and be like, oh, maybe they're right, like maybe I need to go back on meds, maybe I need to go, like, you know, these more traditional routes. But I truly have found, whenever I let myself get gaslit about the efficacy of Big Pharma, it doesn't work out. It just goes back to that familiar old crapshoot of, you know, there's a 20% chance this is gonna make you feel amazing, and there's an 80% chance you'll want to die, gain 80 pounds, and also become homicidal, and good luck, you know? So this is my update, this is my accountability, and I'm gonna keep sharing about different supplements I got. I just ordered a bunch of stuff from the Remedy Cares, my friend Alex's amazing brand. So once those come in the mail, I will talk about those things. And again, I am sharing this publicly because I understand that I matter in community. I matter to the people around me. So my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health directly impacts every single person around me. And so I'm working on this because I know that the ripple effect is insane. It's real, it's significant, and you know, fighting for your mental health, fighting for your physical energy and your well-being is an act of community love. It's not narcissistic self-improvement. It's not spiritual bypassing. It's not any of these things. It's real community work that allows me to impact my neighbors, my family, my friends in the way that I want to impact them in a positive way. So if you watched all this, bless your heart, wish me luck, cross my heart and hope to die. And yeah, I'm really excited to just give it all a go and keep everybody updated. Ciao.